people start the war with Andrew Tate, and I feel like that's just a wrong place to start the war.
Man. I agree.
Like Andrew Tate,
they know that for a fact it's wrong. But then you have someone like Andrew Tate, given the fact that there's no father figure in a home that they can look up to and say, actually, you know what? This is a stand-up guy.
the problem we have is we don't have enough distinguished men, actual men. Yeah, marriage life is nice, man.
Join us.
Wagwan boys.
Alright, man.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh my days.
Can you guys like, comment, subscribe, please? Thank you.
Thank you. Just be
Yeah,
like,
man. You man are just watching content for free. Just watching content for free. No,
This show ain't free.
It's been like almost 4 years. Like, help us, man.
not even charge you
Like-
anything. You can't even like.
We
you can't
too, we like
comment.
mobile. We too want to win such.
Nah, shout outs 90 babies, though. Yeah, shout outs 90
We
babies.
too now. We want to be big. Hey, Joe, please, be liking me. Send it to everybody you know. Thank you.
thank you.
Bless you.
But yeah.
Anyway, guys, how you lot saying?
Yeah, man. All good, man.
We did
All
there,
good.
All easy, man.
We did.
Intro for this week.
Intros.
So, obviously, you lot have watched stuff like Love Island, X on the Beach, all these types of dating shows and all that stuff, right? So, you got to introduce yourself like you're a contestant. So, like, hi, my name's Michael, and I'm here for a good time. Like, stuff
I am.
I'm here for a good
So, yeah. You just say it like that, yeah?
fish. Yeah, it's good, it's good.
My girl.
Wait, I have to.
No, just say you start. You started last week.
Manuel, you're a punk. You're a punk ass nigga, man.
No, I'm not. That's not what my mom called me.
I don't mind. Oh, you can.
I'll start.
Okay.
We're all laughing already.
Okay.
He's been out of here for a while.
Yeah, but he's like,
I'm rusty. What do I say?
Minus 100 steez, bro. God. Hi, guys. My name... That just sounds wet, man. Sounds
Hi, guys.
All right, cool.
You got this, bro.
All right. Hi, guys. My name's Mark. I'm a smart individual. I'm an intellectual. And yeah, I'm looking for the love of my life.
Yeah. That voice went low. That voice went low.
No, did the Barry White thing.
Barry White.
Barry White thing.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm E-Man. I'm E-Man, 29. I work in finance, yeah. I love a good time on the weekend, yeah. Love to go to the gym, like to stay active, fit, you know. Yeah, man, if you want a couple pints with me, yeah, give me a call.
Wait, hold it.
Different, innit?
This anyway. Okay. He said he wants to get a couple of pints and he wants a girl. It doesn't add up.
Oh, you know girls drink pints, so. Yeah, they drink pints. And I mean, to be fair, bro, sometimes be different. I'm just
Or maybe a Billy or a James.
Seriously.
Nah, just have fun.
Nah, do it serious.
Unless you want to be serious, yeah. Feck.
Alright, guys. My name's Bissy. Some call me Moses. I like to have a good time, you know, fun with my friends and mates. I'm here for a good time. Here to find love of my life. On the weekends, I go for strolls.
Strolls.
I like to go to restaurants. I'm a bit of a lad. But yeah, man. If you're looking for love, I'm your guy.
I'm the guy.
Guys, we're doing a matic here. We're saying all Cockney people are single. Like, what's going on?
No, we're not saying that. We're just having a bit of fun. No, do you know what's happened? A lot of the time when you see these shows, it's them man on the shows.
To them, man.
Yeah, man. That's it. That's
Hi,
all.
everybody. My name's Moses. I'm a lawyer. I'm 29, going to be 30 soon. And I'm just here to... I already found the love of my life, but I'm here to just have fun in it.
You're here to cheat. I don't care.
Hey.
I had good
Hey,
intentions.
what the hell? What the hell?
I had good intentions.
You could have let that one just go.
Hey, I had good intentions.
Your membership in the Faithful Five.
No, you had great intentions.
The thing is,
You had
even me,
great
I wanted to say
intentions.
that, yeah, but I thought, I can't say I'm a dating show, so let me just shut my mouth. But because you could have said, I don't even know why I'm here. But he said, I'm here to have fun.
No, he had great intentions, man. He had great intentions. He said, I already found the love of my life.
I'm here to this, I'm here to
Busy put that caveat there. Sheikh said, no, don't put that caveat. No, we got you.
I was like, I'm here to have fun.
Max thinking is loaded.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Michael, Big Daddy if you're nasty. I'm 29 years old. I'm a tech consultant from London.
I said Big Daddy.
I like long walks on the beach. You know, I like to read. And yeah,
Not the
hopefully
wink.
I can
Not
take
the
one of you
wink.
lucky ladies home with me.
Come on. Oi. Steady on geezer. Steady on geezer.
What a lad.
The only thing is, I'm trying to understand what is the naughtiness around reading. Man said, like,
No, but you know,
I
no,
said it
no.
too.
Do you know what it is? Girls like, girls like intellectual people. That's what it is. Girls like intellect.
Flip the pages.
Ladies like intellect. That's what it is.
hey, oh my god. Man
Did you
said,
say I'm a smart intellectual guy?
Man
He
said
did,
I
he
like to
did.
read.
Yeah.
Look at it.
We're finished, bro. Alright,
Mikey said, "Go."
licky.
I got a game.
All right.
E, what's this game?
All right. So
Not the whiteboard.
yeah, right,
Oh.
mate. So I'm gonna give. You're gonna take turns, right? So I'm gonna give you a word. I'm gonna give you 15 seconds. It's gonna be very quick to draw the word, and the guys have to guess what word there.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
What
I
one?
like this.
So as an example, you could say dog,
Okay.
and I have 15 seconds to try to draw a dog, and then the guys.
That's a really good dog, man.
No, like I didn't draw, man. Come on,
Sorry,
mate. But it's quick. Like
I
15
just want
seconds,
to
you're
put it out
obviously not
there.
gonna draw.
I do not have one
Artistic.
artistic bone in my
So
body.
this
boy.
should be fun.
Oh gosh.
Who wants to go first?
I mean, I want to see his art.
Do you think you guys have 20 seconds?
Wait. So
No, 15's
For example, Michael said something, and
No,
then
I'm gonna give you all the words.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
oh.
tell you.
You know
what
what?
to
Let's
draw.
Is it like
just
whisper?
They've got to guess.
Guess.
Let's get this out of the way.
Now I'm gonna show you the word.
Let's
Okay, okay.
get this out of the way. This
said,
is
let's just-
going to be muy terrible.
You said you can show.
You know, you can just
Yeah,
could
you can
have
just
shown
show.
me the word.
No,
Pass him the
I
phone.
just want to make sure, mate.
Just
Alright, so
just
yours,
walking in
yeah.
my camera, mate.
Yours, yeah. I'll start off easy.
Ah,
All right. Okay, you can't start yet. Let me start the clock.
can I take the lid off the? Yeah,
Take the lead off.
takes like 5 seconds to take the lid off.
Take the lead off.
How long do we have?
15 seconds. Hold on.
10 seconds.
No,
I
I
said,
haven't started yet.
no, but I said let's give them 10 seconds.
Ah, that's mad quick, bro.
10
We ain't got time.
20 seconds is quite long. It's like half a minute.
Is it going to be one each or two each?
One each.
Okay. 15.
Yeah. Ready? Go.
This looks like a penis.
God damn it, man.
Time.
This looks like a penis.
Ah, God.
Show the camera.
Show the camera.
I don't know what I was doing.
And then show the guy.
Oh, Big Ben.
Yeah, big
Yes,
Ben,
Big Ben,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
One start.
He tried.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
Yeah, so easy.
Nah, it looks like Big Ben.
Looks like Big Ben.
maybe I'm not that bad. Oh,
Man said it like a penis.
it looked like
Nah, it
penis.
was quite phallic.
It was quite phallic.
It was quite phallic.
Great word. Phallic is a great word.
Phallic, bro.
Oh my gosh.
You're a walking dictionary, bro.
Well,
I thought you said flaccid.
You are walking horny cat.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I don't understand. How does that make me horny? He was talking about penis. Penis and flaccid, the words go together. I don't even know what that word he said means. I'm just laughing with you, man.
I don't even know what it means.
What does phallic mean?
it means it's shaped like a cock.
Oh,
Like a kirk.
okay.
Licking like a switch. Alright, so I'm going to give you 15 seconds as well.
You haven't shown me the word. Okay, cool.
Ready? Go.
God damn.
I'm doomed. I'm doomed.
He rubbed it out.
Go, 1 second.
No, I've not got one.
Time is gone.
How's 15 seconds gone?
Stop.
Anyway, how's 15 seconds gone, fam?
Because you did rub out.
Doctor.
Oh, I mean,
A businessman.
Wait, hold
you
on.
tried.
Let's show the camera. No, you even show your work.
Yeah, wait. Let me just.
Because I know that's a suits.
Thank you.
So-
Do you know? No. Do you know what it is?
No, you can't help them.
No, but bro, they're not gonna
Oh,
get
is
it.
it like a scientist?
No. You're not gonna get it.
Pharmacist.
Nah, you're not gonna get it.
A banker?
You're not gonna get it. Because
A groom.
it's a groom.
No, it's...
So he wanted me to have time to draw the bride as well.
Bride and groom.
You're wicked.
Nah,
Bro,
that's
that's mad,
quick.
innit? That's mad, innit?
yeah,
In
okay.
15
You didn't rub out,
seconds.
you could do something.
You're
quick.
wicked.
That's-
Bro, that's
You're
mad,
just gonna have to do
innit?
the
Thank
face.
you. No,
That's-
but then they will just say
that's-
bride. How are they gonna get the groom?
You could literally just do the suit and the dress.
So, what do you mean?
I said the suit and the dress
Bro,
quick.
look at him. Look at him.
You can.
In 15 seconds.
Easy.
Thank you. I'm happy. My friends,
That was
advocated.
wicked,
Thank you. But he got groomed though. So
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what?
Check
You
for that.
know what's so funny about this game?
no, if I'd done the dress, you would have got it, bro.
You know what's so funny about this game and what
Yeah.
Missy's doing? He could have just sat in his seat.
Oh,
and
100.
just texted us.
Oh man.
the word.
I want to just get some exercise.
He just texted us the
I'm
word.
going to give you an easy one.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 10 seconds.
Damn.
Okay, I'll give you.
That means
But it's
very
actually
easy.
Okay.
Right, just
This
want to see how
guy's
you
a
go
cunt.
doing this. Alright, cool. Let's go now.
God damn.
Nah, how does check this 10 seconds for longer than my 15
Fam,
seconds,
this
fam?
one's long 15 seconds, boy.
Skipping.
Skipping rope.
Yes.
Okay. The arrow is what helped me.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Nah,
Thanks,
that was
guys.
good. That was
So
good.
You got, they got yours, and
Half a point for mine, innit?
you lot did well.
Thank you, man. That's good. That's good.
All right, cool. I got a dilemma, guys.
E.
Got a dilemma.
Dilemma.
All right, cool.
Sprosky.
Am I the asshole for refusing to change my wedding, even though my sister-in-law is pregnant?
Interesting.
So am I the asshole for refusing to change my wedding day, even though my sister-in-law is pregnant? I'm in a bit of a dilemma. I need some outside perspective. My fiance and I have been planning our wedding for over a year. We picked a special date significant to us, and everything is set. Venue, caterers, guests have saved the date. You name it. Here's where it gets complicated. My brother and his wife recently announced they're expecting their first child. We're all thrilled, but the due date is very close to my wedding date. At first, I didn't think much of it. Babies have their own timing, right? But last week, my sister-in-law approached me asking if I could consider moving the wedding day.
There's no way.
She explained that she's worried about either going into labor at my wedding or being too close to the due date to attend.
Send Zoom link.
She's also concerned about travel as they live a few hours away. I understand her concerns, but changing the date now seems almost impossible. It's not just about losing deposits and coordinating with vendors. Many of our guests have made travel plans, some even coming from overseas. My fiance and I are also emotionally attached to our date. My family's divided. My parents think I should try to accommodate my sister-in-law, considering it's a significant life event for her too.
Innit?
But my friends say it's unfair to expect me to change anything for something that's not within anyone's control. I'm torn.
His parents are nice, yeah, but I'm on his friends. Yeah, it's none.
none.
His parents are
Actually, no
nice, but I'm on his friend's side.
There's no dilemma. There's no dilemma.
That makes you don't have to come.
There's actually no doubt.
From time you said deposits
I still
and
love you,
people's
but
flights.
Sorry, like look after your baby.
Yeah, bro.
Baby. You don't have
Yeah,
to,
bro.
You want me to change the plans of everyone?
Bro,
because-
the baby won't even remember that he missed it, fam.
and what do
It's
you
not
want
about the
to change?
baby, bro.
I don't care.
I do think it's a lose-lose because if we bring the day forward, right, and you now come, but you're still heavily pregnant, you're not going to enjoy the day as you want. If we do it after the baby's born, you now have a baby to look after. So you're not going to enjoy the day either. So
Wait.
it's lose.
And then when I
Send
lose the
Zoom
deposits, is she gonna help?
Are you paying for
Gonna
the
help recoup the deposits?
That one.
Because I mean,
if she's the one funding the wedding, whatever day you
yeah.
want.
because for me
Yes,
personally,
I
Permanent
wouldn't even
simmer.
do that, boy.
nah, whatever day you want, man. Sir. If you pay for the whole wedding,
no. Yeah, if it's your money, then yeah,
Listen.
you do what you like.
what day do you
But
want?
more than likely, she ain't paying.
Yeah, man. And if she's
that
not
is-
paying,
What could make you change
nothing.
Nah.
your wedding? Is there anything that could?
The bereavement, yeah.
what you want.
And the bereavement will have to be very close.
Very close. If it's close and it's near the date, bro, you're going to be in the mindset.
Bereavement will have to be very
Check
close.
saying I'm still doing it.
Look at that check.
No. Because that's why I said it have, no. That's why I would say it would have to be very close, right? Because
I'll be
depends.
so honest.
No, but
yeah.
it depends.
The
If-
person that died don't want you to do that.
No, but it depends. It depends.
Will you be in the right mind state?
Forget you.
Or
Imagine
your
now
partner.
now it's on your partner side and your partner's devastated. Bro, you can't have the
Thinking
wedding the
of
same
wedding,
way.
and I'm
bro.
talking about like
You can't have the same
a
wedding the
day
same way.
from it or something.
Shake's gonna be like, I'm marrying
Now hold on.
No, a day from it is a bit different, though.
No, don't say the thing.
Hypothetical
Don't say the-
situation. No, not
Yeah,
using you
yeah.
as an example. Right. So you got a bride and groom that are ready to get married. Right. A day before the wedding, the bride's dad, who's going to walk the bride down the aisle, dies. Bro, you're not thinking of. You're not thinking of
bro.
wedding. I'm sorry.
bro.
Everyone's getting a
Wedding
message
used to
saying
be
we're,
worried.
Yeah,
we're
man.
postponing,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Like, you think
Yeah,
I should
bro.
just
Fair.
put away all the sadness
Yeah, man.
and do and dance and do speeches and
Yeah,
do.
man.
Yeah,
Bro,
true.
you forget what comes with a wedding.
It's a long
Yeah,
day.
man.
You're not
Yeah,
there.
it's not worth it.
Yeah, man. You're not there, bro.
then it's
You're
a
not
And then
there.
you
registry.
expect your whole family to come with you
It's
as
a
well.
registry thing.
Yeah.
No, but I hear that though.
Guy said, I'm getting married somehow. He said, I'm illegally spread these cheeks tonight.
I'm illegally spreading cheeks.
Bro, I don't even think that's bad
Oh
though.
my god!
I need permission from God. He said, I'm getting God's
I'm
blessing
illegally
tonight.
spreading cheeks tonight.
Technically, though, from time you get the parents' blessing, you're married. Technically, like God say, yeah.
Imans are wrong, man.
Technically,
Wrong girl.
from time, no, because
guy's
because
cock is-
in African
This guy's
culture,
cock is always in his hand, man.
no, because if you got married in Nigeria,
African culture,
once you're married.
But you have to do
Oh.
the proper
You have to-
introduction.
you have
My friend, you're married. What do you mean? I'm with him though. Me personally, should that happen, bro, you think I'm gonna run all that peas back again?
No
We're going to the
way.
registry,
Impossible.
bro. We're going to the
It's a
registry,
registry thing,
bro. It's a
fam.
registry thing. Calm.
But
Registry
you're still
thing.
gonna have to do the ceremony though.
No, I don't.
No.
Bro,
Why
it's
do I have to?
registry. We go
I'll
there.
just say that, oh,
how
it's sad
busy and
because-
busy, they go there, sign the paper, it's
Yeah,
done.
like,
So you're not gonna ever do.
I'm
ceremony.
not doing anything.
Bro,
Anything I have
deep
to
it.
pay for, I'm not doing.
a whole, you have to
Yeah,
pay
and
all
the
of that
Fam, maybe
again.
we go to church and they bless us
Nah,
and we
man.
go home. That's it, bro.
Nah, you have to do
Maybe,
all of that
You know they
again.
give party pack.
Even your partner will understand.
I want chicken, bro.
Jollof rice, one broiler chicken and one beef.
Bro, that's it, bro.
Bro,
Everybody
bro,
I'll
you
give them
nice,
Olu
bro.
plantain crisps.
Olu plantain chip, £12 packet, fam.
Bro,
That's
if I
so
cancel
funny.
my wedding, you man is a registry.
Yeah, bro.
mad.
No, but deep it. Even your partner will understand as well, because let's say it is the scenario that
But
it's a
even if
day-
she doesn't
a
understand,
a day before, after all that money's been committed, you want me to now go? Am I Jeff Bezos? Come on now,
Big man
Let's
thing.
be guided,
Spanish
bro.
words, yeah.
Oh,
Bro.
Is it mad, yeah? Because obviously you've got a venue, you've got vendors.
Oh my god, always wants to say.
don't.
You're actually a crazy. Why does your brain work like this?
don't-
No, but it works. It works.
You know what he's saying?
I know where your friend is going.
We just changed
Yeah,
the event.
funeral
I mean, it'd be a shame for all this right
to go to
It'd
waste.
be a shame for this
I
right
Funeral
mean-
costs are very high.
Yeah, I mean,
And we need a venue.
yeah, we do.
Which we have.
We need
Yeah.
food, which we have.
need food,
We
which
do.
we have.
Yeah.
Got
Provided.
instrumentalists.
Provided.
Yeah.
Provided.
And a lot of the friends and family are already coming.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I hear it.
You
just celebrate the life on that day.
I hate this nigga,
you just
man.
say it's
I
unfortunate.
really hate this guy, you know.
We have sad news that
You hate him because he makes sense.
no, but financially it makes a lot of sense, bro.
You hate him because he makes sense.
And it's a quick message. You've already got the guest list. Unfortunately, with sad news,
You get me?
Blah blah.
Please don't
go.
cancel your travel plans.
Yeah, it's gonna
Rather
be.
than it being a wedding ceremony, it's a service of songs now.
And the body will be fresh.
Service of. I said the body will be fresh. And you'll leave. You leave.
You need to leave.
Ever see your time out?
You're on time. You know what?
As if they want to make suya with the body.
5 minutes, you can't say nothing.
Oh, shush.
Just listen to the conversation. You can't say nothing.
And the body will be fresh is mad.
That's actually fresh.
No, I hear it.
Turn around, like
He still looks like himself.
bro, that's what I'm saying.
Before he decay.
decaying. So that's what I'm saying. Like financially, it makes so much sense, bro.
So that person's gonna have a way of your funeral than the wedding.
I mean, shit, that's just how it played out, man.
Imagine send off.
That's how it played out,
both for the
man.
same day.
I'm doing registry that day.
You can do both for the same.
Man said, even after that, I'm still knackered.
I need to get
Why
my
won't you get married that day by force?
Bro, I want to
These
eat.
are our plans.
Bro, how can I have such an elaborate thing and then I'm going home to just be looking to the wall like this, bro?
He said, I must
Oh, I need
not.
my blessing,
Wait,
man.
so you man wouldn't turn it to a funeral?
Huh?
Plans you've had. Let's say it's not 1 day apart, it's like a week.
I mean,
Oh, if it's a week apart,
yeah,
that makes
like
sense.
a week from when they died.
I think
your wedding.
logically, it does.
does
So
make
what,
sense.
you couldn't tell take a casket to Meridian Grand?
They have the latest wedding.
That is,
funeral.
that's
A funeral
mad.
in Meridian Grand.
Well, you got,
I mean, it depends on who it was, right?
Spinning tunes.
No, bro. If it was, imagine if it was BC scenario and let's say it was, God forbid, the person's pops,
Taste
right?
haven.
Or whatever, the person's pops, right?
Hey,
Bro, can't lie, that's not bad.
I want to go to that funeral now.
Yeah, bro. Hey.
Hey, taste Haven, bro. I want to go.
Man,
I
yeah.
wanna
You know,
go.
there's always the ones that just squeeze themselves
Yeah,
in.
bro.
And they come and it's like,
What's going on?
I'm wearing gilly that's green.
I thought it was wedding.
coming like mad face and it's like,
I thought it was a wedding.
I got a question. Did you know dollar man there?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah, weird, of course. Wait, have you not
hate
seen?
niggas.
Have you man not seen like Ghanaian weddings? Have you not seen Ghanaian weddings?
I think they sprayed them.
Bro, they was what? Not weddings, sorry. Funerals, sorry.
The other man's just there with
At the funerals,
and
bro. Ghanaian funerals come like parties, you know.
Nah.
Real celebration of life. Dollar Man's active.
Nah, it's, yeah. Logically, it makes sense though to rebrand.
The family of the deceased. The family of the deceased. The same way you would just put it on their head.
To be fair,
no, how'd you do it?
we're laughing, but depend on the age of the person.
Yeah, bro.
Like my granddad has
Oh,
sprayed.
yeah, that would be.
If it's like a granddad, you remix
Wait,
that.
did any of you man come to my granddad thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's
think we did.
different. It's a celebration.
Celebration of
Yeah,
life.
that was a celebration.
That
Yeah,
one's very different.
yeah, that makes
Like, I
more sense
sprayed.
to
I
rebrand.
sprayed.
But
Yeah.
you see, with the GH, like,
If a young person
they
dies,
are
you
celebrating
can't rebrand.
regardless.
You can't rebrand the wedding if
That's
a young
what I'm
person
saying.
dies.
If
That's
it's a young
crazy.
person, nah.
But if it's like an old person, like a grandma or something, or like an old.
Wait, Michael,
Sprayers,
why can't you repurpose?
What for a young
Like,
person?
something's
Why
got to
can't
be
you
purpose.
repurpose? Why
For a
can't
young
you?
person?
Why can't you repurpose?
I might even do
Because
a
what we
package deal to
celebrating-
someone.
Their life.
Someone dies at 35. What we?
I mean, they didn't accomplish anything. You can celebrate their accomplishments now.
I won't lie. If
This guy, he's like J-Ras, man.
No?
I can't,
He like J-Ras a lot. What's the Abula, bro?
me, I can't lose
no.
this money. So if I can't
Man said
repurpose it, yeah,
repurpose the wedding
I
to
would
the
actually advertise online. I've got a wedding set up.
If you're ready to
Yeah,
go,
fucking
I'll do a deal for you.
Yeah, bro, fucking.
This type of wedding, it cost me 50
Yeah,
bags. I'll do it for you.
I
20
got a
bags.
dress and a suit,
I
ready
hear
to go.
Everything ready.
I need to recoup something.
Who wants to get married ASAP? Venue
bro.
booked, decorator, everything.
No, you know what you should do?
You say it's crazy though. The idea of imagine having like a photo booth at a funeral. Oh, that's crazy.
That's a crazy concept, right?
How'd you pose in the
A
photo?
360 photo booth.
How'd you
That's a
pose?
crazy concept.
That's
right?
crazy.
Imagine you crying.
Hey, yo, bitch, you have to sit down and do that again because they can't see it, bro.
The 360.
Oh,
The camera's just there.
everyone just got tissue in their eyes, pad in their eyes, pad in their eyes.
Crazy.
This is it.
Nah, that's mad, fam. That's mad. That's mad. That's
Hey,
mad.
man, you see this guy? He's actually not
He's
normal.
so fresh.
I know,
He's actually not normal.
But you don't want
man.
people to be too sad at your thing though. Like you want people
Wait, want it to be lit?
Yeah, bro. I can't lie.
man.
Like,
I want my funeral to be lit.
Yeah,
Imagine
bro.
looking,
I
come
want
on, man,
people
you
to be
man.
lit.
Like,
Yeah,
bro, we
like,
might
I
tell a whole
want
new
people
man
to
if you
be
don't
like,
remember
you
my
get it,
funeral,
like,
man.
obviously, God forbid, like a lot more years.
Yeah,
but
man,
I'm just
keep
saying,
time.
like,
Well, let
but
me lit, man.
I want it to be
genuinely
lit, fam.
think it really depends on the age, man. Like,
The
age of the
big
person
factor.
really dictates. Like
Age is big.
the mood when the person is young is horrible, man.
And I think that's that one you can't even help it. Yeah, you can't even help it.
Your ex-colleague that she was shot.
Oh, shot.
The whole mad. The whole company was there. It's mad. She got shot attending a funeral.
Wait.
So,
Mad.
so
Mad. She was only
Talk about irony.
yeah, bro. Whole company.
She got. Wait, hold on. First of all,
Whole
you
company.
can't just skip past that. Like,
What?
she got shot at a funeral or on the way.
At a funeral.
How?
So they came to shoot up the
Yeah.
funeral.
So when you see when
how did that person die?
bro?
That person was probably
I think that, so,
yeah.
you know the ones where the
Yeah,
area
yeah.
she grew up in
Yeah.
was mad.
She made it
She
out.
obviously is not of that lifestyle. But the person
That's sad.
it was still affiliated.
That's
to
so
her,
sad.
But it was an old school friend, blah blah blah. So she's at the funeral and they shot up the funeral.
That's so
She was
sad.
just one of the casualties.
That's
Oh.
She's a mother
no.
of two. Her husband's got a heart condition, hasn't worked for many years. She's
Oh,
the breadwinner,
no. That's-
etc. So like that funeral, bruv, it's not a lit one, bro. Like it's
That
sad.
is sad.
But I've been to some funerals there when they're old, bro. As
Oh,
in,
yeah, that
I'm
was
showing
a
you.
celebration of
flipping
life.
rave.
bro.
Like
was a
in Nige,
celebration of
especially
life.
if
You would
it's
dance like David,
especially-
fam.
Bro, if someone is 100 in Nige,
Oh
and
yeah,
died,
it's the shubs.
shubs, bro.
It's the shubs. It's the
Absolute
shubs.
shubs.
That's a
Bro, the actual-
celebration, man.
Oh
But
my.
yeah, have you man watched that new series that came out called Adolescence?
No, you
Nah,
I've watched
actually
it.
haven't.
I
Bro,
haven't watched it.
that thing is like
Do you want to summarize and
it's I'll summarize, but just to give you some context, it's been so impactful. Some people it's getting mixed reviews. Some people said it's like overrated, but generally it's getting good reviews. To the point that
That's the one with
Keir-
Ashley Waters, isn't it?
yeah. Keir Starmer brought it up in Parliament
Oh,
and
really?
actually wants schools to play it for students to watch it because they feel like there's so many messages there that
Yeah.
they could benefit from. But in summary, it's a short mini series. It's like
Yeah,
four
four
episodes.
episodes, yeah.
They're like 45 minutes, 50-minute episodes, right? You get through it quite quickly. But effectively, the I'm sorry.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, right? But effectively, the first episode starts with a little kid getting arrested, right? He's being woken up from sleep. It's like 6 a.m. He's getting arrested by police.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's going on? And then he's then told that he's being arrested on suspicion of murder. He's a 13-year-old kid. It's like, what? His dad's like baffed, his family's baffed, whatever. He gets taken to cells. His dad and family are coming to meet him there. And he's just like, I didn't do it. He just keeps saying, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, I didn't do it. They do the whole process, you know, you get a solicitor, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. He's getting prepared to be questioned, whatever. And as a viewer, you're thinking, bruv, why are you arresting a little kid? This kid obviously didn't murder anyone, right?
Yeah.
So his dad eventually comes, lawyer comes, I'm fast tracking, right? Lawyer comes, etc. He's reassuring his dad that I didn't do it. His dad asks him, are you sure what's going on? He said, I didn't do it. Promise you I didn't do anything. Cool. He gets brought in for questioning now. Lawyers already like briefed him, no comment, all this rubbish, right? So they're running through different questions. Kids just saying no comment, blah, blah, blah. And then they start showing evidence. Cool. Firstly, they're showing pictures of him walking. They asked, it was a girl that got killed, who goes to his school, right? They're showing some pictures and they're like, oh, do you know the girl? He was like, yeah, is she your friend? I wouldn't really say she's my friend, blah, blah, blah. Where was you on this date? No comment. What was you doing this? No comment. They start showing pictures of him walking. They're showing CCTV images of her. They now show CCTV images of him walking behind her. Is that where you following her? No comment. Blah, blah, blah. They show a video of now they're in the same place. And he stabs her. Pushes her down, have a little fight, and he stabs her to death. And his dad's looking like
Matic.
it's such a distraught moment as a father. You're thinking, wait, what? Like, what brought you to kill?
The little girl.
And the kid just starts crying. It's like, dad, like everyone leaves the room. Dad, because all he wanted is the dad to obviously believe that he didn't do it, etc. It's like, dad, the dad just don't know what to say and just hugs him, etc., etc. So then as you start going through the other episodes, that's the main part of the first episode, you find out that this kid
Is a killer.
stabbed this girl, but it's like, why? It's so, he seemed like a good kid, he's smart, etc. Second episode, you start to find out a little bit more about the kid. There's like this therapist that goes to see him in prison, and he's just trying to get to the bottom of why he did it, his mindset, trying to figure out, is his dad evil? Is his dad abusing him or something? Like, where did he get this aggression from? And they start to like put hints of maybe perhaps he was getting bullied or teased online or something like that. And you're thinking, even still, stab this girl. Why did he stab this girl? And it's almost like he's not in touch with the reality that he still doesn't believe he killed her.
Yeah.
That's
Like
insane.
in his mind, he didn't kill her. He keeps talking about her like she's still here, kind of thing. Like, mentioning stuff like, "Oh, she was horrible. She's horrible. She's horrible." Blah blah blah. And the therapist is like, "You know, she's gone. Do you know what death is? Do you know what it means to kill someone? Do you know what the repercussions of killing someone, etc." And it's not really hitting him yet what he's actually done. Meanwhile, the police is going to the school trying to find out more information. Ashley Waters plays the head detective, whose son also goes to the school. And his son sheds a bit of context now that the girl was bullying him online indirectly. They were using like codes online, and she's teasing him basically, saying that he's always going to be a virgin, all that kind of stuff.
She was calling him an incel.
Yeah, and like just cussing him, blah blah blah, right? Fast forward as well, there's even another kid in the school who's the guy who's arrested's boy. They chase him down, and they find out he supplied the knife. So they arrest this guy as well. He's like, I thought we were just gonna scare her, blah blah blah. And fast forward. Even the end, the last episode is a bit of a slow one, but it's weird because you then see the effects on the family now, and like the dad is an amazing actor, I must say. Like,
Yeah, Stephen.
like,
I think Stephen Graham.
it's so tough because he's trying to be a strong dad, still be there because the boy has a sister as well, who's older. He's trying to be a good husband, trying to act like nothing's wrong and trying to be there for everyone, but he's struggling. And like there's two parts. He retaliates because basically they graffiti his van.
Yeah.
They wrote nonce. There was no context for that because there was nothing to do with that. But they wrote nonce on his van. He retaliates a little bit, blah blah blah. But the mad part is near the end now. The son calls them from jail, and they're all in the car together driving home, and it's the dad's birthday. Son says happy birthday and all that. Said, I'm gonna change my plea. So his plea before was innocent, right? And it's almost like for the family, the mum didn't see the video of him stabbing, neither did the sister, because they didn't get to escort him into the questioning, right? Only the dad's seen it. So he's never spoken about it. But then he tells the dad, like, I think I'm going to change my plea. The dad just couldn't say anything. He just in silence. To the point, the mum just started talking. He was like, "Oh, son," I said, "How's it going?" And he was like, "Oh, I thought I was talking to dad." He was like, "How's it going?" Blah, blah, blah. Like, and the reality dawns upon the dad, like, this kid did it.
He actually killed somebody.
Actually killed this girl. He just couldn't say anything. They go back home and it's like, how did we get here? That this son is killing someone.
That final scene is crazy.
Yeah, and final scene, he's just crying in the son's bed, crying. He's like, basically feeling like he failed his son.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, "I'm sorry, son. I failed you. I should have done better."
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So there's so many like
There's so much.
stuff to unpack there. There was
I need to watch this.
Yeah, seems like I need to watch
was-
it.
Okay, I'm looking at Bissy like content.
Yeah, bro. I am.
I've summarized. I'm giving you a lot of the gist, but there's still bits.
There's so
that
much
I've
detail.
missed out. That
Which is good. We'll get it from
but
the
like,
beginning.
basically, there's so many themes. So there's elements of the effects of online bullying and how that has driven this guy who's actually a smart kid. He's doing well academically.
Very welcome.
Even as he speaks, he's well spoken. Like, he seems like a normal kid, but he's driven him to the point where he went and stabbed the girl. And the stabbing wasn't once, by the way. He
repeated.
stabbed
He was chef.
girl.
Have you
Then-
stabbed the 21?
Bro, mad. Just kept stabbing her. And then there's the element of also like, that's one theme, online bullying and what it could do to a kid. Two, there's the aspect of when you do something bad you could have done, but being out of touch with the reality that you've done it.
The consequences.
Because for the whole 3 episodes before the last one, this kid still is not acknowledging
That he
that
did
he's
it.
killed, which is why the third
over a year later.
They didn't actually take him to a jail. They took him to a mental home.
Yeah.
Before his trial, because it's like you keep putting on this facade like you did it. There's CCTV. You did it, bro. But it's like he's not deep in that you actually killed this girl. She's no longer living. And so there's that element of like sometimes humans, you do something, but you're not even cognizant of the fact that it was actually you that did it.
It's like a cognitive
Yeah.
dissonance.
Then there's also great way of describing it. And there's also the family aspect now as well. Like the dad's a hard worker. He's always working. You get to learn a bit that he's just always working. He's a busy
grinder.
guy. Even when the kid got arrested, he just came back from a shift.
Yeah.
Do you get? And like he's trying to be the best dad as possible, trying to provide financially. But then it's like, could the dad have done something? How did you guys not know he's getting bullied? And that's the dialogue the parents are having now. Kind of like, is it our fault?
Yeah.
How did we raise a daughter? Because the daughter's a sick daughter. It's like, how did we raise her?
Yeah.
And then the mum even says to the husband at one point, the same way we raised him.
Yeah.
Like we raised both of
the
them.
same
It just
way.
happened that he's done this.
So for the guys that have watched it, yeah, what do you guys think? Like the kind of overarching messages of the.
There's quite a few.
Bears, bro.
Okay,
I think
what would you
for
guys
me-
say stands out to you the most?
Okay, so for me, the bit that stood out to me the most is the schools. Just seeing how teachers had zero to no control. How teachers actually didn't really care about the students. There's a few teachers there that were very laissez-faire in terms of they're coming to late to classes, weren't actually there to look after the students. A lot of students on their phones in class. No real structure, no real control. That's one. Second bit was like around like there's a scene where the head Ashley Waters has a conversation with his son in it, and his son basically talks about how he breaks down some of the kind of the symbols that are done online to gander some certain responses. It took me back to how we used to speak slang when we were younger, and it's like my parents wouldn't know. But the details and what that kid talked about, I was like, what you're saying just sounds like a different language. And then it showed me how far removed I am from those kids. And like, I'm not down with the kids. I am so far removed that things can be going on online that
you're none the wiser.
None the wiser.
yeah.
Because when the police first saw what she said to him, they thought she was being nice.
Yeah.
They thought she was being cool. But the Ashley Waters' son explained that nah, she was bullying, she was calling him an incel, etc., etc. And that to me was really telling, like, we as a community have people who are going through so much, being abused, being insulted, bullied, but we are not aware of it because we don't have the required language to understand what these children are going through. And that stung me. I was like, wow.
Do you feel that existed when you were in school?
Yeah, of course. We speak slang. There's things that we talk about. There's getting. If you said someone got shanked at home, your parents aren't going to really understood what that meant. That language and that dialogue to integrate and talk with a child. Like we could speak in slang in front of us, here now, and our parents could have been in the room. They wouldn't know about the type of violent activities we're discussing.
I'm also talking about the laissez-faire nature of like the people that were supposed to be in control of the situation.
I think.
Do you feel that's something that you've experienced growing up? I mean, I can comment on that, but I mean, for
I think the school I went to, I think there were bad eggs and there were good eggs. But I think steadily, and people are going to hate me for what I'm about to say, but I think the increase in like single parent households in terms of the influx of like number of population increase, the less like complete homes that are actually creating children, I think the behavior of children is continuing to deteriorate more and more. You just see like, I have teacher friends and people say like, yeah, like the people that when we were younger were having kids, yeah, those kids are in school now.
Yeah.
And their behavior, a lot of their behavior isn't great.
yeah, no.
So it's like, the type of society we are creating, and now like obviously population's increasing, classrooms are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. People are not as, I don't know what it looks like in terms of the inflow of teachers coming in. Obviously, I know a few teachers, but no, I think a lot of teachers don't really want to be teachers, it seems.
I hear you.
It doesn't seem a lot of people have the passion to teach young kids. And I think that's what that show wanted to really talk about. There's a lot of things around Andrew Tate, and I know that's kind of one of the main things that's being talked about online in terms of, and this is something I'm, will I say passionate about in a sense. And this is why, because I feel like people start the war with Andrew Tate, and I feel like that's just a wrong place to start the war.
Man. I agree.
Like Andrew Tate is a byproduct of the world we are creating. We've created a world where a lot of young boys feel ignored, unheard. They don't feel listened to. They don't feel empowered. They don't know what it means to be a man. They don't know what they're aiming or striving to achieve. And what they have done now is, and my apostle Eman did a great job in explaining this. He said, people like Andrew Tate have given them language and have given them a voice to understand what they are going through, but is negative in the way it's been portrayed and how it should go across. The problem we have is we don't have enough distinguished men, actual men, who can actually say this is what it means to be a man. We have a lot of, I can't even say what I want to say. But we have a lot of feminization of men. We have a lot of kind of trying to destroy what the nuclear home of a father, mother looks like, trying to be eradicated. Just the actual understanding of what responsibility means like as a man. I mean, I'm a massive mental health person. Like I'm a very, very big factor. Some people like, men should be stressed about being providers and whatnot. I think it's got to a stage where people say, okay, you don't need to be a provider, you don't need to protect her. Okay, then what should I be? Should I just merely exist? And when someone just merely exists without any North Star, that is problems, because that person is malleable. Anything that they're given or presented to them, they get drifted side to side. And then you have your son who's 14 surfing the internet trying to find what does it mean. I'm going through puberty now. Like, what does it mean? Like, should I be dating girls? Should I be doing this, or should I be focusing on my studies? Or why should I be good at work? Because I remember when I was growing up, my whole thing was like, I don't know if I've told you this, I used to always draw a picture of my current family, my mum, my dad and my siblings, and my future family, me, my wife, my 2 kids. And my thing is, you guys are my motivation. I want to do well in life so that I can do my best to support you guys. But I feel like that whole crux has been destroyed now. And I don't know if you've seen, what's the name of the black Captain America, black guy now.
What's his name? I was talking about it last week as well.
I forgot his name. But like, he was talking about how he puts his son in a regiment in terms of this is what you need to be do, this is how you need to be a provider, protector. People like, this is how misogyny begins and I was thinking, okay, what do you want him to teach his children? Like, what do you want him to teach his sons? Like, people want to teach their daughters to be independent, like have their own way, not be reliant on a man. But what is the North Star you're giving to young boys? What is it? Like, you want to give them up in the air and just tell them to exist? Then they're going to be crazy. They're going to be mad, and they're going to follow the loudest voice in the room. And if that loudest voice in the room is people like Andrew Tate, then they're going to run the conversation, and they're going to supposedly create the culture that we see. But it isn't because of that. It's because we have created a vacuum for someone to take advantage of.
And I think I've still got the same question for you, don't worry, but just to like add on to what you were saying, where I really do agree with you is that I feel like sometimes blaming Andrew Tate for me is a bit of a cop-out, right?
Massive
Because for me, in my opinion, toxic masculinity and the sort of negatives that go with it have existed from when we were in secondary school. And that was furthered by a lot of the, I don't know, gang culture and sort of bad boy culture that we sort of had in our area, or just in the zeitgeist, right? So trying to sort of adhere to a certain way of thinking, you were already sort of pressured. It was already negative. Now, someone like Andrew Tate, like he said, where people are not coming from households where there's a solid father figure there, right? Or solid person there, they know for a fact being a gangster is wrong, right? They know that for a fact it's wrong. But then you have someone like Andrew Tate, given the fact that there's no father figure in a home that they can look up to and say, actually, you know what? This is a stand-up guy. This is a proper guy. I can see all of his endeavors. I can see the fruits of his work. I can see, do you know what I mean? No, I'm talking about like, there's no father in the house that they can do that for. Cool. So what they will do, like he said, Andrew Tate, he's not getting, obviously now he's getting in trouble for all of what, but at a certain point, he wasn't getting in trouble. He was just making money, right? Making money, doing whatever. It wasn't like he was speaking on anything negative. He wasn't saying, oh yeah, go out here and shoot this guy, or There was a certain message that he was pushing that people could see as positive. But again, within that sort of message, there is a lot of negative sort of connotations and things like that, which people sort of then take on, and again, it perpetuates a certain narrative. Now for me, like I said, I feel like it's a cop out to blame him for that, right? Because in my opinion, he's even a product of some of the infrastructures and some of the systems that we've grew up on. So when we're talking about some of the gang cultures and even beyond the gang cultures, just even some of just the toxic masculine traits that exist within Western society, do you know what I mean? That then just reverberate through the youth or whatever. Saying Andrew Tate is the cause or whatever is the maddest, because he's only existed for 2 years or 3 years. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so blaming it all on him is mad, bro. It's a mad cop out. But again, I can see why people would, and I can see why they do that. But Bissy, sorry, what's your take on the show?
I mean, Shegs, what he said was so well said. It was so profound,
bro.
Like, I don't even know what else to say, kind of thing.
Where do I take it?
The only thing, because he touched on a lot of the stuff I was thinking as well. The only other thing I think that I was alerted of from watching the show was sometimes, like, there's nuances to how we've, like, treated friends when we were growing up. You could be teasing someone thinking it's not that deep, but you don't know how they are receiving your treatment. You don't know whether this could cause them to spiral into being something or being affected in a certain way, whether it's now or later on in their life. And it started to make me think, like, how we teased each other growing up. Thankfully, us lot, it was calm, we had thick skin. But are there potentially people who were teased in a certain way growing up that now as an adult, they are heavily struggling? Or now they're tapped and, you know, they have crazy thoughts or they're doing crazy things that people don't know. And I'm just thinking, like, that was a good kid in this show, right? He didn't understand the concept of killing someone, but he did kill someone. Nothing happens randomly. It came from somewhere, right? And how many times have there been youth or adults now who they're a product of continuous, like, things that have been done to them,
Like
whether in
stuff.
family or whether in a school, that's now led them to being this way. So sometimes we're very quick to blame an individual,
Yeah, man.
as opposed to question and ask ourselves, what is the background of this individual? What could have potentially... And that show, why I liked it is, it started off... It was weird because it started off and the dramas happened. And I'm like, wait, what else is going to happen? The guy's in jail now. And then when I even saw that there's video confirming he's stuck, because I thought the show was going to be about...
Court.
Did he do it? You know, let's find out the real killer. And I was like, oh, in literally 15 minutes, you find out he killed him.
Yeah.
So like, so what's the show going to be about?
Yeah.
And it's now trying to discover the why.
The why.
And it got me thinking, how many times before we criticize, judge...
So just before you say that as well,
Go on.
Ashley Wars was also saying that in the show, if you remember. He would say, I need to know the why. And people and people were questioning him.
Why they said
people
he did
say people say, like, why do you need to know know his why? Like, you don't need to see his why. We know he did it, let this go. But he's like, no, we need to know the reasons for this.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel like that mentality is gone in society. Because I'm gonna throw a crazy span in the works, right? I don't know if you lot have seen recently how mad Kanye West is moving.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone
Crazy.
even crazier. Like,
Crazy.
go on Twitter, go on his page. He is gone
Mad, yeah.
This is the worst he's ever been. Like, he's saying crazy stuff. Like, he called Jay-Z and Beyonce's
son,
kids retards. He's said stuff about Kim Kardashian.
The Hitler
he said
stuff.
stuff about loads of rappers. Hitler. He's just saying he's lost it. Now, it's very quick, and I'm using him as an example because that's one that's quite relevant now.
Great example.
Like, you could see him and say, he's fried, cancel. And a lot of the time in society, that's what we do, right? But how many times do we sit and think, why is this person displaying
these traits? Or
these traits? Why are they
behaviors.
displaying these why are they doing this?
And
Where does it come from?
And like what you said, it's not to justify what they're doing.
It's not.
It's just from an understanding perspective.
Understanding perspective, because if you can understand the root cause, you can understand the man, and maybe you can even help them.
Yeah.
And maybe you can also prevent other people becoming like that.
Exactly.
Because what Sheg was saying was profound in terms of all this Andrew Tate. They even reference Andrew Tate in the show as well. Like, he's become almost like an excuse for people.
Scapegoat.
And like, oh, it's Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
Andrew Tate. But
absolute
what you don't
excuse.
understand is, for Andrew Tate to have an audience,
Bro.
there
An
are
environment
loads
was
of
good.
people
Yeah.
I
that
agree,
have
man.
thoughts that he's now saying that they are now seeing themselves in,
Yeah, man.
and he's amplifying their voice.
Yeah, man.
So he's like almost a savior to them.
Yep.
So it's like there's so many thoughts I'm trying to get out, but like even growing up, right? And there's so many things that even us, the areas we grew up in, that we don't really talk about much. Like it's not normal to hear that people are getting stabbed.
Yeah.
But I remember growing up where we grew up, you hear someone got stabbed last week, they got stabbed the following week. Yeah. And I'm like, I put myself almost, when I was thinking about this story, like, I wasn't shocked.
Yeah, man.
Like,
No.
when I would hear someone else got stabbed, I've heard the maddest stories when we were growing up. A girl got stripped naked and in Beaconsfield and told to And like, I was thinking, looking at this boy that's gone and done this, where are these people now?
Yeah.
I remember some people that got banned out of the area because of stuff they did. Where is this person now? What have they now become? Because there were so many mad things, that we witnessed and heard that were spoken about when we were growing up. There were things that we may have even teased other people about.
Bro.
Like little jokes, playground jokes, all that stuff. Where are these people now?
No, exactly.
What have they become? And I think it's important, and I understand why Keir Starmer probably wants to get this in schools, right? Because maybe it was to wake up people, a wake-up call to students and teachers that, one, you need to be more involved as a teacher, firstly, with your students, understand what's going on. They shouldn't be having codes that you don't understand, because as the police is thinking, oh, you were friends with her, look at the message.
Yeah.
But the other kids are saying, no.
That's not
get
that, bro. It's not what you
Do
think.
you get it? And equally, sometimes some parents are so out of touch with their kids, they don't understand their kids getting bullied. You're telling your kid, oh, how's that your friend? But you don't, the one that you're saying is his friend is the one that's bullying him. Because what, you see him in public and it says, hey mate, how you doing? Is this your mum? Hello, auntie. And you think that's your son's friend.
And it's deep, you know.
Yeah.
It's deep because, like, I feel like this cost of living situation, trust me, there's a connection.
I was about to say.
There's a connection,
Stop
There's a connection. This cost of living thing, is crazy because now we live in a society where both mum and dad are gonna have to be working at a rate to maintain the household, right? Now, what we're saying the remedy is to be involved with your children, or for parents to sort of make sure that they're paying attention. And even if the parents can't, maybe the teachers, right? But really and truly, it starts from home, right? Now, if you're having to work as parents, which people are going to have to do, a lot of the time, parents are home, they're tired. Now, if you're a single parent, it's even worse. The proliferation of single households, like you said, is going to add to that, because now mum has to work. Now you have no guidance. So I feel like the higher the standard of living, or the cost of living, gets for people, and the more that we have to be in
homes,
the more strains on our home, the bigger the population gets, the bigger it's kind of a bit of a scary thought when you think about where are these children going to. It's like you said, like the children of yesteryear are now in school. Do you know what I mean?
These
Do you know
people
what I
are
mean? And they didn't have the best upbringing. Do you know what I mean? And
People
it's now
having
just
youths now as well,
Do you know
bro.
when people say generational curses? People think it's something that is
Demonic.
spiritual and
No, it's
whatever. Not like that, but those are
productional
literally
cycles.
yes, the generational
Productional
curses.
cycles, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because some people are benefited the chance to be born into a family of parents that are wealthy, not even millionaires, just wealthy. You know, a mum that can have the free time to look after you and care about you and whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are born into those scenarios and they don't understand how big of an impact that has on your development as an individual, as an adult, as a whatever. Bro, take that comfortability out of the situation, and both parents have to work and they're not able to really pay attention to you. Oh yeah, you'd be shocked at how some children may turn out. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like, yeah, man, the sort of cost of living crisis also has a part to play in that sort of worsening of that sort of landscape. Do you know what I mean? For the children or for people that are going to school.
Michael, what's your thoughts? I see you just
He's been
pondering.
pondering.
I love this, man. I love how you guys have broken everything down. I think there's gonna be things that are consistent across generations, right? I mean, there was bullying in our time, there's bullying now. There's just certain things it's just there, right? And it even makes me think back to our childhood. Maybe we underestimate how lucky we were. We underestimate how lucky we were in many regards. One, none of us was bullied or was bullied to the extent where it's left an indelible mark on our life that it's affecting us severely in our adult years.
Yeah.
We weren't like pussios, like we weren't chiefs. Like we had a good community of friends. We've always had a good community of friends. So we've always had someone or people to rely on. And yeah, there were people that were bullied back in our day as well, but we didn't really see it like that. And even like between ourselves, like we would joke and stuff, but again, is it a case of back then we were tougher as a generation and they're weaker now? Or we never really saw that side, so we assume we were stronger because we never really felt the full force of what bullying could get to. Do you get what I'm saying? And even on top of that as well, we talk about parenting, right? And a lot of us, we can admit it, right? Our parents had to work, like
Of course, yeah.
first, second generation immigrants, right? Had to work, had to make ends meet, had to provide for us, had to set the blueprint and the foundation for us to be where we are right now. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't always pretty childhood-wise. I know mine wasn't always pretty, but I made it, right?
Yeah.
And who's to say in an alternate universe somewhere, I'm on the roads or I'm the kid in the Adolescence movie that stabbed someone, you know? Because, bro, how many of us were, don't open the door for anybody. I have my key.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, there was a point, like, my parents, early morning job, day job, night, I'm saying, I'm sure there's been periods of times you've had to raise yourselves or you and your siblings had to raise yourself. But we turned out good. So now, we're very lucky when you think about it.
Yeah,
You're
man.
very lucky.
Because the pendulum could have really swung the other way. And not to make this churchy, right? But I feel like the older I get, the more I start to value and respect the importance of
Community.
community, one. Two, religion. Religion in the sense that being Christian, I feel like, allows me to have a sort of standing and a structure as to what to do in terms of guidance and what to believe in and stuff.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm gonna read this passage quickly, yeah? So, Proverbs 22:6, right? If we read Proverbs 22:6, says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. Right? Now, I'm pretty sure the Christian upbringing that was instilled in us, in as much as our parents might not have been there and whatnot, is probably what carried a lot of us through certain times of our lives where we didn't have the hands-on guidance. Like that.
Yep.
And it just goes to show, like, what are we teaching the next generation?
100
What's the examples we're giving?
rules.
You know what I'm saying, what impact are we leaving with them? What have we given them that, should we not be there, we can trust that they can handle themselves? We're not empowering them. Do you get what I'm saying? We're not empowering them. Like, it's all well and good your child behaving when you're there. But what happens when you're not there?
Yeah, what did you do?
Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like the conversation is very deep, man. Is
Very nuanced, man.
You know, but for
Very
me,
nuanced.
I think everything starts from the home.
100.
You know, dad has to play his part, mum has to play her part, and that's one of the reasons why I hate this whole notion of independent woman. I don't need no man. You do. You could do it by yourself, but you shouldn't. You're stupid. It's very, very dumb.
And on that note,
No, honestly, no.
Michael's not done.
It's very, very stupid. No, I don't
Hey,
need no
we're
man
not
to
gonna
do
let
it
him
by
finish
myself.
today, fam.
Nah,
Let's go.
It's dumb. I could drive a car with my feet. Doesn't make a good fucking idea, does it?
No.
Exactly. So, but you need daddy, you need mommy. But I can talk about it all day, but
Thank you so much, guys.
Like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and give Adolescence a watch and let us know what you think.
yeah,
about
I'm
the
definitely gonna watch it,
show
man.
as well.
We SB Live.
Yeah.
Thank you.